Did you just have a baby? I have a postnatal core workout that you're gonna love.
Let's go.
Hey, I'm Ashley Castleberry. I am a new mom, probably just like yourself. I did have a baby about 5 months ago, and if you're feeling like me, some of my clothes aren't fitting very well. I definitely feel it in my stomach area. You know, we carried a baby for 9 months, and suddenly our core is just not as strong as it used to be. What I do have for you guys today, though, is gonna be a postnatal core workout. We're gonna go through 6 different movements. We're gonna hit them all. We have a Swiss ball bird dog. If you don't have a Swiss ball, if you don't know what it is, also known as a yoga ball, just seen directly behind me. We will be performing a few cat cows. Again, if you don't know what these are, don't worry, you'll do them with me. We have a Swiss ball glute bridge. We're gonna be working on the booty as well as the core, some elbow planks, and then some side plank leg lifts. We're gonna actually perform all of these movements for 3 rounds. We're gonna give you a little bit of recovery in between each movement, and just stay tuned. It's gonna be a great one. I can't wait to catch you in there. Okay, ladies, it's time to get started. Maybe you're at home, maybe you're in your living room, maybe you're at your break room at work, or maybe you're possibly in a gym. Either way, you can perform this workout wherever you seem fit. All right, all you're gonna need today is possibly a Swiss ball, but maybe not, it's not required. But we're gonna go ahead and get started with some Swiss ball bird dogs. So we're gonna come down, maybe starting on your knees, or my better way is starting in a squat position here. I do have shorter legs, and we're gonna go into that high plank position. We're gonna hold each movement for about 2 to 3 seconds, and we're gonna perform this for 20 reps. Are you ready? Let's go. Making sure your thumb is facing the sky, and as you drive up, squeeze that glute of that leg. It's gonna be opposite leg, opposite arm, making sure you're keeping that core nice and strong so you do not feel it in your lower back. If you start to feel it in your lower back, you're probably not squeezing through the core. So having a little bit of stability issues. Talking and doing this is gonna be a little bit more challenging. Thumb is facing sky. You're trying to push this hand towards the wall and reach that heel to the opposite wall. All right, so I'm gonna do some of these in a different setting. Rolling that Swiss ball away, maybe you don't have it, and maybe you're still working on your core strength. We can come down, I'm gonna shift this way, on our knees, and we can come here, keeping the core nice and tight. Again, thumb is facing the sky and pushing that heel up, right? So we don't want a floppy noodle hand, and we just don't want our foot lagging. Shift up, squeeze that glute, raise that hand. And if you do want a challenge or a progression, you can come into a high plank position. Again, this one is gonna be a little bit more challenging. I am 5 months postpartum, so I know my limits, and my limits are gonna put me on the ground. I'm just not quite ready for a high plank position, and that's okay. Here we go. We have 3, hold it ladies, back down. 2, squeeze that glute, keep your core tight. Last one, 1. Good job, ladies. You get a 15-second recovery for our next movement. Good job, ladies, with those bird dogs. You guys had a 15-second recovery, so now it's time to move into our next movement, which is gonna be a cat-cow. You're gonna come over and find a good clean space on your floor if you have it, but if you don't, that's totally okay. Maybe you have dogs running underneath you, you got babies that you're kissing in front of you, that's okay, all the props necessary. Hands are gonna be directly underneath your shoulders because you do want your shoulder stability. You don't want those hands all the way up here. So anchor those hands directly underneath the shoulder, keeping your core nice and tight. Your back is nice and flat in your set movement. So we're gonna go through this for 60 seconds and hold each movement for 2 to 3 seconds. Are you ready? Let's go. So we're gonna start here with our cat, cow, and we're gonna roll up. This is gonna be the cat, guys. Rounding that back up, pulling your belly button to your spine, squeezing the lower pelvic floor, holding for about 3 seconds, rolling back into cow. And again, you don't want to release your core in cow. It's very easy to let that belly button drop, right? Tuck that belly button back to that spine, ladies. And we're gonna roll right back into the cat, tucking the belly button up towards the ribs, core is tight. and keeping the belly button tucked to the spine, moving into cow. Notice that my neck is staying in a neutral position. Maybe you have the luxury of keeping a neutral neck, but if you do not, make sure that you're not trying to look this way and doing like this in the mirror. Trust your body, trust your movement. You don't want to stress that neck out any more than it probably already is from your sleeping situation. Remember, I'm 5 months postpartum with you, ladies. I understand. 2, 1. Okay, ladies, that was actually 60 seconds. It goes by very quick. So I'm gonna give you guys another 15-second recovery, and we're gonna move into our next movement of the day. Okay, ladies, good job on those cat-cows. You guys had your 15-second recovery, and now we're gonna move over onto our Swiss ball glute bridge. Now, the Swiss ball might be a progression for you, and that's okay. You might see that I also have a little bit of stability issues as well as I'm rehabbing my core from postpartum, but I'm gonna start with it because I think it's always good to maybe take a little challenge. And then as you'll probably notice me wiggle and wobble, and at that point, I know that my form is not the best, so I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of that ball. But let's go ahead and get started, and maybe you don't have a ball, and that is okay as well. But we're gonna flip over onto our backs. We're gonna bring our ball as close to our legs as possible and put our feet here. That way we have room to lift the glutes. Palms are flat on the ground, and we're gonna shift up into this bridge position. Glutes are tight, but most important, our core is tight. Dropping down, we're gonna perform this for 15 reps, ladies. Tap the glutes on the ground, roll up, squeeze in the belly button to the core. The tighter your core is, the tighter your glutes are gonna be. All right, if we are not focusing on our core, I can promise you, you're probably gonna feel it in your back. So you see I'm starting to wobble. I'm only 3 reps in. So we're all in the same boat, ladies. Maybe you're not wobbling yet, and that is okay. And maybe we can only perform 1 rep. I'm gonna try to get 5 in this time. And maybe you start with 5 yourself. Squeeze, hold it for about 2 to 3 seconds, and recover. So I'm gonna shift this ball off to the side, and then I'm gonna go back down to the floor. My heels are directly underneath my knees, and again, keeping my core nice and tight, gonna squeeze those glutes and come right back down. If you do feel this in your low back, ladies, maybe you're disengaging your core and now you're rounding that back. Tuck that belly button in, and it's gonna protect that low back and keep that movement right there in that core. Driving up, squeeze, and recover. And maybe you have a baby that's crawling already. Go ahead, throw that baby on your lap. I promise you might get a few giggles out of it. They do love doing giddy up, and I do the choo-choo train with my baby at home. So, squeeze. And we have 4 reps left, ladies. Keep going. 4. Right back down, tap. 3. Again, hold it, don't rush. 2, squeeze, keep your core tight. Last one, ladies. And 1. Glutes are tight, hamstrings tight. Most importantly, your core is tight. Okay, ladies, now 15-second recovery, and we're moving on to our next movement. Okay, ladies, good job on those glute bridges. Now we're gonna move on to, hold your breath, a plank. I know the planks, they're dreaded sometimes, but the plank is one of those solid core building movements that we can do. And we're gonna start with 30 seconds, ladies. We're gonna start with 30 seconds, and round 2, we're just gonna increase to 5 more seconds because 5 seconds I think is tolerable, and I think we can do it together. And our 3rd and final round will increase 5 more seconds. So round 1 will be 30 seconds. Round 2, 35, and round 3, we're gonna go to 40 seconds. So I actually went and got my phone, so that way I can time myself on this. And I'm sure if you have an iPhone, maybe you have an Android at home, you potentially know how to use your stopwatch. All right, so we're gonna come down and we're gonna start with 30 seconds only. So that low plank position, your elbows, again, are gonna be directly underneath your shoulders. This is gonna be a resting plank position here. And I'm gonna go ahead and press start and come to my toes. And we're gonna hold this for 30 seconds. Pulling your belly button to your spine. Again, you're neutral, your neck stays nice and neutral, and keeping your core nice and tight. Your palms can go flat. I prefer to say a little prayer while I do these. Here, making sure your core is tightened. If you wanted to, your child could have breakfast on your back. What that means is our glutes aren't high, our glutes are low. Wow, that was so quick, guys. We are already done. That was 30 seconds. Good job. We're gonna go ahead and recover for 15 seconds, and we're gonna move on to our final movement of the day. Okay, ladies, we're ready for our final movement of the day. We're gonna go ahead and go into a kickstand leg lift. We're gonna perform 10 on each side, and then we're gonna start right back up at the top at our bird dog. So we're gonna come here, elbow, again, it's directly underneath the shoulder. Palm is gonna be flat. Your lower leg is gonna be bent, and we're gonna place that opposite foot flat. Raising up, this is our set position. We have 10 reps, let's go. Squeezing that glute, the abductor. 2. Keep your core is tight. 3. 5 more. 7. 8. Squeeze, core's tight. 9. You're gonna feel it in the lower glute as well. Last one, ladies, 10. All right, we're gonna shake it out, relax, and we're gonna go to our opposite side. Again, elbow is underneath the shoulder, palm is flat, lower leg is bent in that kickstand position, core is tight, and now we're gonna squeeze the abductor, keeping the opposite glute just as tight. 2, 3, 4, don't forget to breathe. 5, 6, 7, 8. Remember, you want to hold for 2 to 3 seconds. 9. Try not to fight through them. Last one. 10. Okay, ladies. Good job. That was round 1. We have 2 more rounds. Good job today, ladies. That was awesome work. And remember, there are always progressions that you can move up to, the Swiss ball being one of them. As you noticed today, I was not personally able to perform all those movements on the Swiss ball, and that is okay. Where you are at currently is where you need to be postpartum. Don't let anybody tell you where you should be or where you need to be. Where you're at is exactly where you should be. And if you like this workout today, I have another workout that you're gonna love. I have our Firm and Tight workout. This has 7 different workouts. You can take it anywhere with you. Maybe you're on vacation and you're on a roll with your workouts and your fitness is grooving. You don't want to let it slack. Go ahead, take this with you. It does come with a free set of mini bands. You can actually find this in the pinned comments below. All right, again, 7 workouts here. If you love the workout today, go ahead, subscribe to our channel, give me a thumbs up, and actually you can save this video for later so you can watch it again and you can see how much stronger you get over the next few months. Good job on your postpartum journey, ladies. You're doing amazing work.